Today I want to talk to you guys about a fantastic new product from Store It Cold. The people that brought you the original CoolBot have now got the CoolBot Pro. Let's check it out. All right, now I don't promote products that I don't think are going to be useful to small growers. I only promote stuff that is actually good, that's useful, and primarily stuff that I use or that I think, growers that might be in a slightly different context would use. Now, this is a product that I actually have been using and I love it. So if you don't know what the CoolBot is, click up on the top right of the screen and go and check out my videos. I've done a lot of videos on this product. Basically, it rewires a air conditioner to think that it's warmer than it is so that it can drop its temperature, so you can replace thousands of dollars compressor for something that's within the hundreds and more or less does the same thing. So it's a fantastic product, but what they've done with the CoolBot Pro is even cooler. They're sort of going in the direction that a lot of ag companies are going, and that's sort of in this precision ag direction where you can monitor things, you can get live updates, it's all wireless technology using sensors of certain types. And so that's exactly what the CoolBot Pro is. It's essentially the same thing as the CoolBot, functions in the same way, except that it has one added feature, or maybe a couple added features. One is you've got this jumper thing that you connect to your CoolBot Pro, that connects to your Wi-Fi. Then you've got an app that gives you real-time updates on the temperature of your cool room, and you can also, it records all the data of your cool room. So why is this cool? Well, for myself as a market gardener, there's one primary reason why this is really cool, or maybe two. There's two reasons. One is at different times of the season, the temperatures outside fluctuate, and that can change the temperature in your cooler. So right now in the summer, it's hot. We're getting 45 degrees Celsius, that's over 110 Fahrenheit during the day here. It's insane. And so the temperature changes a lot from morning time like right now until later in the day. This can stress the cooler and can also change your ambient temperature. So I get live updates from this. It tells me if my room is too hot. Like right now it's too hot. I just turned this thing on this morning and I've got some data on that. So I've got some data points showing what's the average temperature and where are the up and down points. So that's cool because the temperatures outside change from times of the year. Going in the shoulder season, when it gets colder, ambient temperature outside is cooler. Maybe I can adjust my this cooler to change its temperature so that I'm not using as much energy, or I'm not going to freeze my product. And in the summer, obviously, when it's too hot. Now, the other reason why it's cool is that I keep saying cool, no pun intended there. I just think I like to use that word a lot. But another reason that it's cool is when you load your cooler full of stuff from the field, you got to pull the field heat off that product. That's probably the most important step that you take on a market garden in your harvesting stage, is getting the field heat off. If you don't get the field heat off, the product's going to start to spoil really quickly and you won't get any shelf life out of it. So you got to get the field heat off. This way, if I load my cooler up with too much stuff and it's not cooling down quick enough and it's really hot outside, I get live updates. And so in this app, I can change all the parameters on the CoolBot from the app. And so that saves me a step than going back into the cooler and tweaking things in there, because sometimes that's what I have to do. Before the CoolBot Pro came along, if it was a hot day and we had a lot of product in there, I'd be going and checking on the cooler to see how the temperature was, and if it wasn't cool enough, I'd have to make some adjustments on here to drop the temperature down, and then once it got more stable, I'd adjust it again to bring it back up so things didn't freeze. Now I can do it all with the app, and it literally just takes seconds, because you open up your app and you do all these things right inside the settings. So it's really simple. You just go into edit and you can move any of these parameters just like that, and you can be anywhere in the world and do it. I was just in Sweden, so I could mess around with the temperature of my cooler while I was in Sweden if I wanted to. It's cool to know that you can do that because it saves you going back and forth to check. You just get you get a notification and then you go, oh, I might make an adjustment. I'll drop this down temporarily to bring the product down and then bring it back up afterwards. So really cool there. Simple technology. The only thing that's different from the CoolBot and the CoolBot Pro is that it has this sensor and then it goes to this jumper box. So this jumper box, you don't want this inside the cooler. You want to put this outside the cooler so that it can get your Wi-Fi, and then it speaks to this. And so when I set this thing up, I was just setting it up originally from the normal, the first CoolBot, and all the other sensors are the same. You've got the cables that go into the fins. You've got your thermostat cable, this little piece of tin foil that wraps around the thermostat from your air conditioner to that thermostat, and then you got the plug-in cable. So all I did is unplug those cables, plug them right into this one, and then hooked up this thing and then ran this to outside of my cooler. Really simple. And I was amazed at how easy this was to set up. I get people send me products all the time, and like I said at the beginning, I only do videos on products that I think are going to be useful to people like you, market gardeners like myself. And I was, sometimes people send me stuff and I'm like, I spend so much time messing around with it that I give up and say this product isn't worth my time. It was unbelievable how easy this was to set up. I basically just plugged it in, went online, put in my information to set my account up, and then boom, it worked right away. I didn't have to do any troubleshooting. I couldn't believe it. So I was really impressed by that. This thing only costs $50 more than this, so to me it's like, why wouldn't you just get this? It costs $3.99 a month to have the updates, and you get 20 bucks off if you buy it through my link. So if you go to the show notes right below, the link to buy this product is in there. I think it's a fantastic product. I think monitoring data and having live updates with all this, everything in ag, is a really exciting space. And if you can get live updates from all these things happening in your farm, it means less running around you have to do. So I think it's a fantastic product. Link is below, 20 bucks off if you use my link. I hope you guys have found that helpful, and I'll talk to you later.